Good afternoon. Right, so I'm going to look at the Ki Utsuri. Also, just going to check what my salt's at, because I've been losing a bit of water and topping up, obviously because I've had stuff turned off, which is today for me but last week for you. So yeah, I need to top my salt up like 0.52. I want to keep it at 0.6 for a few weeks. Eventually when it stops, yeah, 0.52. So the plan of attack is get the Ki Utsuri out, give it another jab. We're going to give it 3 jabs in total, and see if that makes any more difference. And still obviously keeping the salt at 0.6. I'm not going to scrape it, I'm just going to get it in the bowl. I'm going to use this one because the other one's dead. A bit bigger though, but hey ho. Right, anyway, so I'll get my net and we'll get it out and we'll have a look at it. Got my jab ready and the bit's just there. Right, back in a second when it's in the bowl. So you can quite clearly, so the fish not knocked out yet, but get the right angle on it, you can probably see it better on the screen. Quite clearly see the ray scales there, look. Not a ton of redness, they're just all fluid build up. Don't jump out. No, it's pretty red, isn't it? The rest of the fish though looks okay. Anyway, just wait for it to go over properly. It's fighting it. So yeah, plan 3 more bay trail jabs, keep the salt at 6. I've turned the heater up slightly as well, I'm at 16 degrees now. The weather forecast for the next week, a bit more, looks quite stable actually, so not going to be particularly warm, I think 13-14 degrees, but no ridiculously freezing cold, and hopefully no rain, because we've had bloody rain every day last week up here. Anyway, I might put a little bit more knockout in. Where's it going? I'll put the camera down until she's over properly anyway. So as before, I squeezed the majority of the pussy bits out and I've covered it in Tamidine. I'm giving you a jab and get you back in. You're going to get better, aren't you, fish? Let's be positive here. It's literally just this one patch here and the fish that's bad. Everywhere else it's fine, so it's definitely very odd. Anyway, right, let's get back in. A couple of minutes to come round and then do what we're going tomorrow. Whew. So there we go, just packing away. Fish back in, swimming around. Bit more salt added. I did try net Ki Utsuri, but it wasn't having any of it. So I thought rather than stressing all out, we go down there sulking. Notice my water's a bit murky. I think it's because I've been messing around with the shower on the drum and the K1 chamber and stuff, so no leaks over here. I just checked, luckily now that's all good. UV's working and UVing whatever it does. I think everything else is on and working as should. So I've turned my shower up now to 90%, so that'll give me a decent pool. It was a bit less than that before, so whether or not that was causing any of that jelly junk stuff to be stuck in the bottom of the bottom drain or the skimmer line, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going inside now. I've had enough today, been out all day. Put the lid on, go inside. I've got work to sort out for tomorrow, and then back to work in the week. God, Monday just comes too quick, doesn't it? Anyway, catch you later. Morning on this windy and wild day. You probably can't hear me, but I'll try my best. So, I'm going to have a quick talk about that thing. Still got an absolute ton of raised scales. It's had another 3 lots of Batril injections. I can't work it out. I'm just going to leave it. If it falls apart and dies, then unfortunately that's pretty much where I'm at with it. There's not a lot else I can do. And I don't know. So it's eating alright. Very odd. Can't work it out. I'm just going to leave it. Doesn't look quite as bad as it's been, but there are still quite a few visible raised bits. So pond temperature wise, still at 16 degrees. We'll keep the lid shut. Got what I did was actually quite a few days ago now, about a week ago now. I've taken the cover off of that, and I've got the shower cranked right up now, 100%. On my pump, so I'm pulling more through the drain line, and I've slightly throttled back on the skimmer line, slightly closed the valve, so the majority of the flow is coming from the bottom drain line. You can sort of see it a bit twisted there. So yeah, obviously because I've got the cover off the shower and the weather's been bloody horrible, been a bit chilly this week. It's been raining now and it's been quite windy, so here it's been coming off and on, but not costing a huge amount at the minute. It's probably coming on every other day for, I don't know, 6-7 hours to heat it back up another 1.5 degrees, which is the differential. Anyway, all I'm doing today is getting rid of these, starting to get rid of this hedgy bit. Most of it's dead actually. I mean, the holly wasn't. I had a quick search for bird's nests, no bird's nest in it so far, but a lot of this stuff was dead. I mean, awful. And all these bloody brambles, holy smokes. So all this is going. Then I'm going to remove these fence panels which are on the edge of the deck here, and there's quite a lot of space here actually. I didn't realise how much more space there's going to be. And then the fun part starts next week, Easter weekend. I've got my digger coming, and I can cause absolute carnage and get all of this dug out here, because I want to get this level back to about here, and then run another sleeper wall along there. I'm not going to order any sleepers yet. I'm going to have a measure up, so I don't want to be left with a load again or be short. I've got 9 left from my previous project. I'm probably going to use 2 there, and then 4, 6, 8, 9. I'm probably only going to need another 6 or 8 more, depending on how high it is. Actually, it's a little bit, the ground's a lot higher this way, the garden goes down, so obviously this is a lot higher, so I might need rows of 3 as opposed to like back there it's rows of 2 high, but we'll see. And then I can get a load of mud in here and finish getting all of this weeded, and then I'm going to get a membrane over the top and some bark on the top or something like that, just to keep it low maintenance. Fill up all of this, finish filling all that lot up, and then hopefully not a lot of, won't need too many either skips or potential grab lorry or something like that. Hopefully there won't be a lot of mud left. If I can just reuse it here, that'll be a lot easier for me and cheaper, so I don't want to have to spend out more than I already am, which is a fortune. So yeah, really exciting. It's going to be, as I say, the major stuff starting next week with the digger, but just sort of prepping stuff for that really, so I'm not messing around too much next week. I've got my digger for 4 days, 3 or 4, I can't remember now, 3 or 4 days, so I want to get all of that done. I don't want to be having to get it again. And then excavating, the major part, because obviously I'm just going to start this way and clear everything back. And then be clearing all of this out and get me bamboos out. That's going to be joyous. A couple of odd plants and then the rest of the mud. Hard graft, we get there. Anyway, right, let's get back to it. I'll catch you later. Oh my god. It's like summer has arrived today. T-shirt on. Oh my god, 20 degrees today, Monday. Ridiculous. It's gonna be even hotter tomorrow. Crazy. So I've had the top off of the pond. I should have flipped the other one back actually, but it's super windy today here. I'm worried about this blowing away. It's sort of wedged in, but as soon as I'm home, I think I'm gonna flip it back. Yeah, there's the wind. Absolutely gusting or whatever today, but it's hot and sunny, and mind don't trip on that. Fish wise, as I said the other day, not planning to do anything with the Ki Utsuri. It's not, I don't know whether it's getting a little bit better actually, but I'm not getting it out now. I say it's had all the jabs I want to do. I'm not getting it out to squeeze it or put anything on it. I'm just going to leave it and see how it does. Let the pond settle down now and stop stressing the fish out. Everyone else looks alright. They're just absolute, they know now, look, the weather's coming. I don't even know what temp the pond's at. Well, that's like 30 degrees, but that's in the sun. So the heat is at 16 still, but I would have thought now it might go up a little bit because of the air temps. But just nice finally to have some warm weather. It's been absolutely goddamn awful for however long. And I can't believe how crystal clear my water is after now getting the UV on. Crazy. Anyway, I could sit here all day watching the fish go round and round and round. Just made another trip to the tip after getting in from work, straight on it, clear another bag of hedge. I'm just continuing with this. Just get rid of that, and then my digger, when that comes at the weekend, I can then drag all these stumpy bits out, get all this levelled. And then get all that cleared. That's the job over there really. I'm not looking forward to that. There's a lot of mud to move and I need to get the digger in here, so this has all got to be gone. But you know, small steps, not much longer and it will be done. Anyway, I'm going to put you down, I'm going to get my gloves on, get my chopper things and start cutting up stuff. So we roll now, just cutting up stuff. Anyway, see you later, bye. Big shout out to Steve Wainwright, dropped that off earlier. This is going to be my temporary filter for my swimming pool setup, which I'm going to be having when I take the fish out of the pond at some point in the next few months, ready for the rebuild. Yeah, so big shout out to Steve, thanks for that. He's letting me borrow it, didn't even have to buy it off him, top man. He's got a YouTube channel, pop over and have a look, see what he's doing. He's having a bit of a mini rebuild as well. Yeah, go and have a look. I'll put a link to it somewhere. I never remember what side it is, there or there, or there, or there, one of them sides. So your left shoulder, so it'll be up there. So it's there. Anyway, big shout out to Steve, thanks very much. I've also had Lee the pond builder down today from the Pond Pro. Oh, I'm changing some stuff, not major, some additions to the already mega expensive, gonna skint me pond revamp. So that's all booked in and ready for June. God, I'm scared. So yes, not a million miles away before that will be all done, thank goodness. Right, where we're at today is, I'm just fed up of getting rid of this hedge. I'm currently taking the hedge in a builder sack to the 5 or 6 miles to the tip and back. Not a mountain more to do. The digger arrives tomorrow and I can get all of this levelled hopefully over this Easter weekend. Then I can start to build my sleeper wall and have a final measure up and get the rest of them ordered to retain all of this mud behind again, like I did up the end of the garden. So I'm just going to continue up from about there down to there, level all of this out, and at some point when funds have been replenished, this probably next year now, I want all of this ridiculous amount of space paved. So I need to try and keep everything reasonably tidy. We do want to obviously move the deck in because it's all going to be paved at some point, and we're going to put the deck in over there to tidy that corner up inside there, but I want to keep it for the time being. So that's where I've been at this week, and obviously the Ki Utsuri. In fact, we all had a look at it today. Lee had a look when he came over it. You know, he knows what's been going on. I'm just leaving it still. Coming up for food. It's not sulking. There's no other red horrible bits on it. Although I have seen a few odd flashes from fish over the last few days. No like crazy flashing for time, just the odd flick and flash here and there, but I'm just letting them get on with it. The temperature's a steady 16 still. It's up eating, look, the Ki Utsuri. Very odd. Scales actually, I'm probably not going to get it on camera. There's still a few raised ones on it, but it doesn't look as bad as what it has been. So whether or not eventually now it's trying to repairing itself somewhat. Salt's still at 0.6. I've been topping that up with a few extra jugs of salt here and there from obviously water changes, diluting it down a touch. But it's still at 0.6, so that can only be helping, hopefully. So that's it for this week. So next week's going to be probably me just going mental with a digger and getting all of that ripped out. But we'll see. Thanks for watching this week. Thanks for joining me on my journey from the pond rebuild. It's amazing. Thanks to everybody that participated and has purchased a grow and show fish. There will be an update video about that because there's quite a few questions that have been raised and things I didn't answer when I did the initial video. So there will be an update video for that. You might have even seen it by the time this goes out. If not, it'll be the early part of next week. So keep your eye out for that if you're in. And thank you to everybody, as I say, that entered that. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Yes, something to look forward to in July. And then the rest of the year, everyone growing them on and seeing how they do. It's going to be wicked. Anyway, so thanks for watching this week. I'll catch you next week. You'll see me whizzing around on my digger. And yeah, thanks very much. Catch you again. Thumbs up would be fantastic. Remember, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Get that button done. Catch you next week. Bye.